Good morning, I'm Pete.
Good afternoon, I'm Matt.
And another Baltic day. We've been waiting 2 weeks to film, haven't we? And typically, the day we go to film, hail all of yesterday.
Yeah.
Horrible wind, freezing cold.
It happens like every time we go to film at the moment, we pick the worst day.
If you've been watching our Instagram, you'll know what we're doing today is we're swapping out the manifold, giving it a bit of a refresh. It's really cheap to do. It's cost me about 20 quid.
It's more of a time job this than money, which is, you know,
if you've got a few spare hours in the evenings, then it's the easiest thing to do in the world. Like I say, it costs next to nothing. So here's the intake manifold here. Currently
very nice finish.
Nice and sanded. So basically all I had to do was whip this off, undo all the bolts, sanded it to within an inch of its life. I then washed it. I then took it back in and I sanded it again.
And I got the Dremel
Then got the Dremel out and did all of the nice fine little pieces, you know, making sure I really got all the paint off, all the imperfections. Spent ages. I then realised I had the wrong manifold. so spent, honestly, I reckon about 6 hours, probably more on this overall. And then realised basically I had the Japanese import version. So instantly recognisable gap there in comparison to what I bought from eBay.
To be fair, like, I'd have fallen for that as well, because if you look at that, like,
it's not a massive difference.
Not that much difference.
There's a few very slight differences, but to my eager mind, it came out of the box and I went, there's 4 tubes here. This is Toyota. It's
got to be right. Like.
That's got to be right. So I started it. It's my own fault. eBay battle continues on that front. But with that in mind...
But you did do a nice job.
Yeah. So I bought this off of eBay for 25 quid, I think. It was nothing, so it is what it is. I could probably sell it for more than I got it for.
Yeah.
But it then meant with a week to film, I then had to get in here at dark after work, rip off the existing manifold, and start all over again. Which it's been a long week. I'm very tired today. I was up till 2 in the morning. But so here is a new manifold. So rather than polish it to a mirror finish, I don't have the patience for that again.
Not going through that pain again.
No, I decided to aluminium coat it instead. So it's a super high temperature paint from Halfords. I actually prefer the look of this one, to be honest with you.
To be fair, it does look nice, yeah.
I was just about to buff that, really sort of, you know...
Get a bit of a mirror
give it a bit of a mirror finish, but
possible.
This in a sort of semi-matte finish, I actually really like, and I think it's going to look really good. So
really clean look.
Can't wait to get this back on.
And you know it's definitely going to fit, because it's the one that got taken off.
It's the one that came off the car, so if something doesn't fit, it's user error. So.
Although, knowing us, like, it probably won't fit somehow.
We'll probably fit the Japanese one by accident.
And also, whilst you took that off, you took the rocker cover off as well, didn't you?
Yeah,
and
so...
had a little go on that.
Because this is coming off the car, it made sense to get the rocker cover sprayed up as well, because it just looked a bit crap underneath, so I'll quickly grab it. Yeah, so we have our rocker cover, which will be replaced. What's actually going to happen is when the engine's running, it's going to cure the paint of both of these and really seal it in. So
yeah, bakes it on pretty much, doesn't it, the heat?
Yeah, so if you saw what this looked like beforehand, it didn't look great. So this should make a nice little difference. So, and then here's our red hoses, just to swap out various bits inside as well.
Bit of Mishimoto. And some Haribo strawberry laces.
Yeah, exactly. So all in all, we'll whip up before and afterwards. This should be a big difference, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's going to look really smart, I think. And then there's some other stuff to come as well, isn't there? In other videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Going to start looking good.
Weather permitting, we'll have a fat induction kit on this by the end of the day. So,
yeah.
But that's the next video. So let's do it.
Yep.
Let's give it a go.
Let's get to it. Okay, so what's the plan then? You know this, more of this than me.
So we're going to angle this back in, screw it in, finger tight rather than breaking the cast iron, and basically then just fit the intake on top.
You've replaced all the gaskets as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
On everything as well.
Well, the throttle body and the inlet here, the intake, don't reseal apparently, so you want to actually replace them. So for a couple of quid, it's worth it. So. So our rocker cover is back on, it's bolted in.
Looking nice, to be fair. All tightly bolted up. So what's next?
Now it's the intake manifold, gasket along here, attach it to the throttle body. Like I say, we're going to reattach all of this for now so we can let the engine run and so we can cure the paint, but this will swap to the new fat chode and hose, won't it, for the induction kit.
It's going to be a nice difference, because all that big block that you see there, everything including this, is all going to be gone. And
it's actually going to be quite a big weight saving, isn't it, when you think about it?
Weight saving, you're going to gain power and noise, so a nice little mod.
What's not to like? what a difference that makes already.
Imagine it, just a bit of time and effort, mate.
Especially when this is cleaned up and then I've had a chance to go through the heat shield as well.
Yeah. So that's hand tight, so just a little crack like that. I'd say that's enough, would you?
Yeah, I agree, mate.
Okay, looking smart, looking good.
What a f***ing wedge of a bolt that. I can't go through there, surely.
Building skyscrapers, that thing.
Where does this go? Where does that come from? Let me consult my pictures.
This guy's holding up buildings, he's not holding up Japanese engines.
Right, we found a home for our skyscraper bolt. Thank God I took pictures beforehand.
What even is that?
I don't know. We're getting there.
It's looking good, to be fair.
It is actually looking really good, catching the light.
Yeah, like you said, when you get that heat shield washed up. Top two onto the bottom two, the worst of the bunch.
Definitely. I mean, we are being fairly lazy with this. If you were to take everything off, this would probably be a lot easier, but... Now, here's the bastard. Let's chop off a few fingers, really.
Yeah.
There we go. And we're on.
Okay, nice.
Right. Let's see.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, kills you, doesn't it?
Definitely a workout this day.
Like, didn't realise we had a mid-engine car. We're going to spend the whole time like this. Like, this hose goes to there. I am going to take the opportunity to swap that out now for a tiny bit of Haribo lace.
Yeah, let's get the Haribos out.
It's feeling loose. Let's just keep hold of the spare ones just in case. Yeah, that is so loose.
You look the same, to be fair. Just get a red cable tie, mini one there, and just clamp it on.
Yeah,
be fine.
Let's do that.
Throttle cable.
Throttle cable, sort of essential. Okay, so intake manifold on, new rocker cover on.
Bit of colour starting to creep in with the Haribo lace.
Yeah, that'll be a recurring theme through the rest of the engine bay.
Other tubes that's going to be swapped over as well. Get some nice bits of colour in there.
Yeah, these will eventually go the same colour as the inlet manifold, I think.
Yeah.
And then the next thing to do is to remove the whole of this airbox, save a bit of weight,
with this guy.
This chode of an induction kit. So yeah, we've got an amazing Funk Motorsports cone. They sponsor drift teams. They know what they're doing with heat management. So that's
really nice
good.
stuff.
Should make a big difference. And then our nice racing silicone hose as well. So we have got a bit of ducting leading down to the vents. We'll see whether we get a chance to fit that, because I think the logistics of it might be quite hard, but we'll try.
We'll give it a go.
And that'll be the next video. So
yeah, so hope you enjoyed today's one. Nice little just progress update really, and you know, a few aesthetics done in the engine bay.
Yeah.
But plenty more to come.
Absolutely. Making progress slowly but surely, aren't we? So slowly polishing this turd. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
Cheers.